Hey guys, today's video is on how to increase your milk supply. Um, the first important thing to know is that everybody is different, so everyone will have a different amount of milk. So don't compare yourself to your friend or your sister or someone else and be like, I'm not getting as much milk as you, because everyone's body's different. So the number one thing to do is make sure you're drinking a lot of water. And by a lot, I don't mean like gallons and gallons. I just mean you should drink 1 full glass of water every single time you breastfeed or every single time you pump. I usually feed my baby around 9 to 10 times a day because he's a big eater. So I'm usually drinking about 9 to 10 glasses. My glasses are a little bit larger than 1 cup, so I'm probably getting around 12 cups of water a day. So that's the number one thing, is just to make sure you're staying hydrated, because milk is mostly water, and if you don't have water in your body won't be able to make the milk. The second thing is to make sure you get a lot of sleep. And I know this kind of is, not very easy to do when you're a new mom or if you have a million kids running around the house. But if you're getting at least 7 to 8 hours a day, then you should be fine, even if you have to take naps during the day, even if it's a 20-minute nap, and you do that, as many times as you can. Do it, because even 20 minutes extra is going to help your milk supply, because when you're really, really tired, your body doesn't produce as much milk. The third thing is, do not be stressed. And I know this is also hard, with having a child or children, also having, house duties to do and all that kind of stuff, or maybe even working, So I know it is hard, but you have to try to relax. So I find something that actually helps me relax is right before I pump, because I'm exclusively pumping, I'll listen to anything that relaxes me. So it could be, some kind of movie. It could be the sound, like different sounds. It could be a cup of tea. What I do is I sit down with Nursing Mama tea, which I'll talk about in another video, about how to make that in another video. And I have a cup of that, or 2 cups, and I listen to really soft music. It could be classical, if you like classical. I'm not a fan, but I listen to music that has trees, sounds in the back, like blowing trees, or birds chirping. So it's just very relaxing. It almost puts me to sleep. When you relax, that's the best time to nurse your baby or pump. When I do that and then I pump, I notice I get a lot more milk. And I also notice that when you're relaxed, you get a much faster letdown. So not being stressed is very important. The fourth thing that works for me anyways, is taking fenugreek and blessed thistle. So these are 2 herbs which are supposed to boost your milk supply, and they do a bunch of other things as well, which you can look up on the internet. But if you take them together, so in combination, they work the best. Now, they might not work for some people, so it's, because like I said, everyone's different. For me, they don't work amazingly, they work well. So I do notice that when I'm taking the fenugreek and the blessed thistle together, I probably get around an extra 20 mils from each side every time I pump, which is pretty good, because that's an extra 40, which helps, every drop helps. So that, I find it working for me anyways. I think the 5th thing that I'm talking about is to make sure, whether you're breastfeeding or exclusively pumping, if you're breastfeeding, nurse your baby, until, he doesn't want to eat anymore. And then if you're trying to increase your milk supply, get a pump. It doesn't have to be an amazing one, or even do hand compressions for 5 minutes. So you want to tell your body that you need more milk. And if you don't have a pump and you don't want to invest in one, then at least doing hand compressions for 5 minutes on each side after the baby's done nursing is a good way to increase your milk supply. A better way would be pumping, just because it's sucking, right? So that helps. And if you're exclusively pumping, pump for minimum 20 minutes. I usually do 20 to 25. If you're getting milk for the full 25 minutes, then do an extra 5 minutes after that. Whatever you're pumping, once your milk stops, pump for about an extra 5 minutes after that. So some women, only have milk coming out for 8 minutes, so then you would pump an extra 5, so you'd pump for a total of 13 minutes for each side. So that I find works well for me, and I notice that the more I pump, like the longer I pump after my milk is done, the next time I pump, I can go for like about half a minute to a minute longer than that. And every time I pump now, I'm even going longer and longer because, you know, I have more milk. And yeah, sorry about the wet hair if it's dripping. I just showered and my hair is really curly, so I can't blow dry it. But another thing that also works for me, and actually I don't even know if this is a thing or not, but I noticed that on the days that I go outside for a walk, this is weather permitting if you can, I don't know, you know, depending which part of the world you're at, if it's really cold or something, I don't know if you can do this, but right now here in Canada, St. Catharines, it's very nice weather, and I've been going outside trying to take my little man for a walk at least an hour every day, and by getting the sun, I notice when I come back, and then I pump after, like when I come back from the walk, I don't know if it's a coincidence or not, but I'm getting a lot more milk. Just that pumping, not like the rest of the day, but just the pumping after I get lots of sun. So I've been doing that, and if you can't, you know, get out in the sun, maybe try taking vitamin D, because maybe it's a vitamin D that's helping. I'm not sure, so it's worth a try. Also, another thing that this doesn't really increase your milk supply, but it's good for your milk supply, is make sure you're still taking your prenatal vitamins. I know a lot of women stop taking them after they deliver their baby, but don't do that. It even says on the container when you buy it to use it while you're breastfeeding. This is just making sure that your body's getting all of the vitamins. Because if you're stripping, like as your body's making milk, if you're not taking the proper amount of vitamins, it's stripping your body from the vitamins, right? Because it's giving it to the baby, and then you're not going to have, you know, the right nutrition in your body, and that's going to make you stressed or tired or cause a lot of problems. And by doing that, your milk supply is going to drop. So make sure you are taking prenatal vitamins. And I know, talk to your doctor first, but I know that a lot of women should be taking, while breastfeeding, should be taking iron supplements as well. I'm taking it, and I don't know if it helps increase your milk supply or not, but I know that you should be taking that too. I think that is it for increasing the milk supply. Also, one more thing actually, and I know this works because I talked to like my other breastfeeding friends, also lactation consultant, and it's kind of, you know, just common sense. Another thing to do to increase milk supply is eat lots of good fats. You need a lot of them because that's what a lot of your milk is made of. So good fats, what I mean is butter, a lot of butter, avocados, and it's an amazing source of good fats. Even eggs are really good. Just anything like that that's not, you know, loaded in sugar and all this kind of stuff. It's just a healthy whole fat. That's what you need. Olive oil I know is really, really good. For those of you who like olives, an incredible source of probiotics too, which your body also needs. So I would say good fats and probiotics, definitely include that in your diet and make sure you are having a lot of it. And don't worry about gaining weight, because I'm not sure who, I know this is pretty, you know, this is common knowledge for most, but for those of you who don't know, while you're breastfeeding, you are losing weight. Whether you see it or not, you definitely are. And even if you're not like, you know, losing weight daily, you're at least staying the same, usually regardless of what you're eating. Just because breast milk, your body, to make breast milk, is taking all the fat from your body to give it to the baby. So I mean, if you're eating like 50 burgers a day or something, you probably won't notice that you're losing weight. But if you're eating a very healthy and balanced diet, you will actually not only stay the same, but you'll, at least for me, you'll lose weight, regardless of whether you work out or not. So don't worry being like, oh, I can't eat a whole avocado because it's really fattening. Don't think that way, because that's just all going to go to the baby anyways. So it's nothing to worry about. I think that is it. So hopefully, if you try all of these things that I was talking about, you will get an increase in your milk supply. Everyone is different, so even if you only see a tiny, you know, couple drops extra, that's still something, right? Anyways, so thank you very much for watching. I hope these tips help you, and if you do follow all of them, I really do hope you get an increase in your milk supply. So apply these because I know they work really well for me. Thank you very much again for watching, and have a good day. Take care.